In this video, we're going to go over binary searches and selection sorts, in particular selection sorts. And the reason why is because binary searches are a lot more efficient than sequential searches, in the sense that it starts in the middle of the array and then figures out where it's at in the array, when that it is higher or lower than the value that it's looking for, and then goes from there. But it requires that the array elements already be ordered in ascending order. One way to get your elements in ascending order is a selection sort. And if you run a selection sort algorithm on your array elements, your elements will be in ascending order. So let's go ahead and copy this. We'll go ahead and copy over a copy of the program that we've been using for a while, and it's since the beginning of the module is the algorithm that we put in four grades for a student, for 4 students, right? But say we want to get those elements in ascending order. We have to run a selection sort algorithm on those elements. So again, we'll ditch this enhanced for loop down here and create another method, and we'll call that method selection sort, and we'll call it public static, and then we'll return an array. We'll return an array that we will accept in our argument, and we'll call that double array, since we're going to be sorting our double array from the main method. We'll call it array. Don't have to be particularly creative with these names. And we need 3 integer variables. We'll call it start scan, index, and then the minimum index. And then we also need a double variable, which would be the min value. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a for loop, and within that for loop, after that for loop is completed, we're going to return the element or the array that we created in the statement argument. So we'll return array. All right. So this is the meat and potatoes of the selection sort. What we're going to do is we're going to use start scan, and we're going to say start scan is equal to 0, and as long as start scan is less than the array length minus 1, always 1 less than the array length, then we'll increment start scan. And what we'll do is we'll say min index is equal to start scan, and then we'll say min value is equal to array wherever start scan is at, which is our indexing variable. And then we'll have another for loop, and we'll say we'll use index here, and we'll say index is equal to start scan, and also we'll start scan plus 1, because we want to go to the next variable, and we want to see whether that next variable is equal to or greater than or less than the value that we currently have stored. And then we'll have an if statement here that says if the array if the element at array index currently is less than the minimum value, then we'll say min value is equal to array array index. And then we'll say min index is equal to index. So that's the location of the minimum value, all right? And so that stores the location of where that minimum index value is. And so what we'll do down here in the inside of the outer for loop, we'll say array min index will be equal to array start scan. And then we'll then say array start scan will be equal to min value. So we'll put the min value into that minimum index. So basically reordering the order of the array from smallest to largest. And then again, we'll return array down here. So here we'll go ahead and call the method selection sort, but first we have to initialize a double method, a double array. Here we'll call it search, and then that search array will be equal to selection sort, and then we'll pass grades to them into that method for it to process, and then we'll say system out print line here. Here are the grades sorted in ascending order. And from there, we'll use an enhanced for loop to print out every element of the array. And we'll say system.out .println value. And again, we don't need index. So what we did again, we asked the user to input 4 elements of the array. We really don't need this part, but we'll keep it there anyway. And then we pass the array grades to the method selection sort. It's assorted the array from smallest to largest, and then return the array back to the main method. Once it's back in the main method, we inputted we basically changed the pointer, the address pointer from the array that was created in selection sort to the variable search, reference variable search, and we passed search to our enhanced for loop to print out all the elements of the array. So again, we'll compile this and we'll see what it produces. So first student made a 69. We'll say 85. 95 and we'll say 89. And so it gave us the average and then sorted from the lowest to the highest, from 69 to 95, right? And now what you can do is run a binary search algorithm to get a particular item that you want. So you can look at the example in the companion book or the companion website for what a binary search would look like, and it's pretty standard. Just like this is a selection sort, it's pretty standard as well. But this is particularly just for numbers. Strings, a bit different. If you're looking for an item, the type that item is a bit different, but you can talk about that in intermediate Java. If you have any questions, please let me know. send me an email or send me a comment in my Canvas inbox.